Travel editor Peter Greenberg is with us now to talk more about this. Good morning. Thanks, as always, for being here. Talk about where, Peter, this is being used already, and have there been any issues with it?
Well, yes, it's already used. Biometrics is not new anymore. At any major U.S. airport, you'll also see the clear folks. Those are the guys who've been using biometrics for the last number of years. And the key issue here is not whether or not they can read your face or read your eyes. The question is, what do they do with the information? And right now, the systems that the TSA is testing, and they've done it very, very well, they only retain the information for 7 seconds, and then it's discarded. It's not kept in a database. So the concerns that people have over privacy may be a good idea to think about it, but they may not be well founded since that technology does not allow them to keep that information. And what it does in terms of processing, they just did a test in Las Vegas at the Harry Reid Airport, where they were able to process passengers through the security lines in less than 12 seconds per passenger. Only because it wasn't a matter of just taking your ID out. They could just read your eyes, know it's you, and off you go.
Right. I mean, I guess I wonder if it's much to do about nothing. I mean, we give up some privacy when we travel for safety. One travel association expert said that this is misinformed members of Congress, that getting rid of this technology would be dangerous, costly, and threaten to create even more chaos at the airports. I mean, is that even founded?
Right now, my information is that it is misinformation. Look, the technology is great. Can it be abused? Yes. Is it being abused? No. That information that they gather when they read your eyes is discarded within 7 seconds. It's not retained unless there's a reason to retain it, unless you alarm something or it's not you. Other than that, you're going right through.
Yeah, it's an old technology. I guess I'm curious, what are some of the new technologies that airports, the TSA, may be looking at as a wave of the future to make the process safer and streamline it even more?
Well, it's not just the TSA, it's airlines themselves. Delta Airlines has streamlined a photo ID situation where you're never taking anything out of your pocket. There's no paper involved. There's no boarding pass involved. And as long as you have the Delta app, basically you're going through a separate line and you're speeding right through security. And this is going to be done in conjunction, of course, with the TSA, just like Clear is being done with the TSA. It's all about not sacrificing security, but streamlining the actual process.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they've worked out all the kinks, so I'm curious what senators are opposed to here. There was another interesting thing that caught our attention this week, Peter, and I wanted to get your take on it. There is a photo that has been circulating, some video of a passenger in an overhead baggage compartment as people get on the plane. This is before the flight took off. I know you've seen some really bizarre things with all your travel. Have you ever seen something like this?
Well, it used to be a joke, by the way, that Southwest airline flight attendants would do before people boarded the plane. They would literally crawl up into the overhead compartments, and when people opened up the lid, whoops, surprise, too many people are getting surprised, and they stopped doing that. Now, I know the planes are going to be full this summer, but that person actually does have an assigned seat, so nothing to worry about.
Does that count as a second bag, right? I've got my carry-on, and then that's my second bag. By the way...
No, that's not the second bag. That's your personal item.
That's your personal item. Yes, exactly. We did reach out to Southwest. We were just curious what was going on here. They actually said they can't verify the authenticity of this video. Therefore, they're not able to share any additional information about the context, which I find even more peculiar. I wonder if that person went through facial recognition.
They have now.
Peter, always fun. Have a good weekend.
Same to you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.